Good evening. We're here tonight because of a tragedy, because of a tragic murder. I want to call us together tonight in the spirit of mourning, the spirit of grieving and sorrow for the loss of a great doctor, for the loss of all the women who won't be able to get services because of his loss, for the loss that we all feel when fear hits us, when people reach out in violence because of those they disagree with. I want to call us together to mourn, to grieve together. I want to call us together tonight in a spirit of anger. We are angry tonight, and we should be. This is a murder that shouldn't be. This is a terrible act that we should stand in solidarity, stand up and oppose. That no matter what we disagree, no matter what our feelings on different opinions and views, never should violence be used. That we are angry that someone who did so much to help others was taken from us. I call us together tonight in anger. Not to lash out, not to fight, but to acknowledge that anger that this must never happen again. I call us together tonight in a spirit of celebration and thanksgiving. Let us celebrate the life of this doctor who did so much to help others. Let us celebrate and give thanksgiving for all of those who work tirelessly day and night to provide abortion services for those who need them. For the doctors and the nurses, for the clinic staff, for counselors and receptionists and administrators and janitors, for all of those who work in clinics, all of those who are afraid tonight of what may happen because of this terrible act. Let's give thanks tonight and celebration. And perhaps most importantly, I call us together tonight in a spirit of solidarity. Tonight, this vigil is happening like vigils all across the country. As all of us come together in our anger, come together in our mourning, come together in our celebration, to remember that we are not alone. That all throughout the country, people are standing up to say this must not happen. To mourn the death and passing of Dr. Tiller, and to remember the great life he led, and to give thanks for all he did. Earlier today, I spoke to a colleague who was going to a similar vigil, at which 3 of the people who are going to speak are former patients, women whose lives were quite literally saved by the work of Dr. Tiller. I can think of no better testament to the great work of his life and the great horror and tragedy of his murder. Friends, if you join me in a time of prayer, we'll start with a moment of silence as together in all our different ways we remember this loss. Gracious and loving God, known to us by so many different names and so many different faces, in all our different voices, to all your different names, we lift up prayers tonight. Prayers for the family of George Tiller, for all of those who are touched by his life and are mourning his loss, for all of us who are a little bit more afraid, but still willing to stand up and declare our voices for justice. Gracious and loving God, be tonight with us, with our voices and in our silence, and be tonight with all of those who work to make abortion possible. Hold them in your loving embrace and in your safe care. Doctors, nurses, clinic staff, administrators, all of those who work to make this possible, keep them in your loving, safe embrace. And hear all of us tonight as we lift up our voices to you in all your many names, saying, Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Westbach.